Introduce to you is Michael Johnson. Michael is a social media technology guru. He's the guy that does all of my stuff. I'm going to read a little bit of the bio of Michael Johnson. By the way, it's spelled Mical Johnson. Michael Johnson is viewed as one of the leading digital strategists and SEO experts in the Sarasota and Tampa area. Michael started teaching himself internet marketing more than 15 years ago as part of his job to generate more leads. He's been using WordPress since 2004, considers it the best open source CMS. What is CMS?
It's a content management system.
Oh, cool. As a lifelong learner, he spends 5 to 10 hours a week taking advanced digital marketing webinars and attending conferences, not only to stay abreast of the latest digital marketing trends, but to discover new techniques that will increase the ROI. Now, I do know what that means, return on investment for his clients. As an entrepreneur, I like that word ROI. Michael, tell us about yourself.
Well, I don't know what to say after that. That's a good introduction. I think it's because I wrote it, but yeah.
So what is it that you do? How can you help small business owners?
Well, really what we do is we focus on the goals for the business. We want to make sure that we're not just doing things that are going to be busy work for them, because most of the small businesses that we deal with, it's either the business owner or maybe one other person in the office that's actually doing the work of the online marketing. And you have plenty of hats to wear as it is. And so we just want to take some of those off, but we want to make sure that it's actually going to be doing something. There's plenty of things out there that you can do online from, social media can be a big waste of time for you all day long, posting, tweeting, doing things on Pinterest or whatever it is. So you can waste a lot of time doing that and not see any revenue for your business coming in. And so we just want to focus on the things that will actually generate the revenue for the business and tie back what we do.
Hey, Michael, I'm kind of a simple person.
Okay.
Okay, let's pretend I'm a plumber, okay, or a carpenter. Not that they're simple, they're really complicated, but let's say I've got a business that's been around. How can you help me get my plumbing business up and running?
If your plumbing business likes phone calls, we can get you more phone calls.
And how do you do that?
Well, that's where it gets complicated.
But you have to explain it to
Right.
us.
So
This is not an infomercial.
No, I understand that. That's where we do stuff online. So we'll use search engine optimization. We'll use paid ads. We'll use email marketing. We'll use a combination of all those things to get the phone to ring more often, more frequently, and to drive more business.
How has your industry changed in the last few years, and where's it going? The SEO business.
The SEO business continues to get more frustrating every day. Google, it seems, they have a love-hate relationship with anybody who does SEO. Their revenue actually comes from their ads, not from the search engine optimization, but that provides the user experience. And so they've been making it more and more challenging every single day. The good news is the people that don't know much about SEO have been falling by the wayside. So the guys that are left standing are generally pretty good at it. Now, that being said, there's still kind of a cleaning the way from the shaft, whatever thing going on right now. So there's more updates coming. They announced that they're going to be running out a couple big updates here in the next couple months. I'm seeing some other things that are going on as well that they haven't announced. So there's some pretty interesting things. It's a big challenge, is what it is.
Right. So what can a small business owner do like myself? What can I do sitting at my desk in front of my computer to help generate more calls to my business?
Well, I consider it a user-first experience. So I teach my employees and I preach to people out there when I talk about SEO, it's user-first SEO. So in other words, when you're looking at your business, you got to look at the questions that you would ask as a consumer of your business, and that kind of information needs to be on your website. The other part, too, that I find to the equation is that the business owner generally knows a lot more about it than the end consumer, and they find that the end consumer is asking the wrong questions, and so they need to put their input. They need to get out there and say, hey, you know what? You almost have it right, but your question is not quite right. This is what you should be asking.
So kind of guide their expectations?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Manage those expectations every step of the way.
Now, I'm big on Facebook. And
Okay.
in fact, I'd like for you to get everybody to go over to the Empowering Small Business Show Facebook page and see one of our guests. I took a picture of him wearing some big green glasses. So go over there and take a look at it. But is there anything that a business owner can do on Facebook that will help SEO onto their website or drive? Are there two linked? Is Facebook linked with SEO at all with your website?
It's not directly linked, but one of the things that Google does pay attention to is if your website is actually being shared on social media on a consistent basis. So if you have your customer base, sharing your web pages and leaving you reviews and stuff like that on Facebook, then that does help.
Okay.
But it's not the dominating factor, but it is one of the factors.
Okay. So what is, again, going back to my original question, what can a business owner do sitting in front of his computer? Is putting videos out, does that help SEO as well?
It does help. So really what you're looking for is when your end consumer, whoever that is, think about what they're looking for. Are they wanting to engage with you via video, or they're trying to do it with a podcast or a radio show or a blog post? Think about them and what they're looking for, and then give that to them on a consistent basis.
Okay.
And the word to that is consistent.
Okay. Michael, what is the name of your company?
It's Omen Interactive.
And how can our listeners get a hold of you?
You can reach me at 941-417-0725 or find me online at omeninteractive.com.
So if you want your phone to ring, if you have a business, you want your phone to ring, call Michael Johnson over at Omen Interactive and say that phone number one more time.
941-417-0725.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for being on the show.